Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Swiflearn. I'm Sreeju Ma'am, your online tutor for the day. So, do you remember what we had learned last session? Yes, we had studied about body movement. First, we studied about body movement, part 1. We studied about different type of joints and which are the different type of joints we studied. And after that, we studied about body movement part 2. In that, we studied about skeletal system. So, I think you remember all these things. Yes. So, today we are going to study about body movement part 3. Okay. What we are going to study? Body movements part 3. Yes. So, we are going to study about this. So, what we will learn today? Gait of different animals, earthworm, snail, cockroach, fish, birds, and also how do snakes move. So we are going to study all these things today. In the previous class, we have studied about the different type of joints. I think you remember that, the different type of joints we studied, which are responsible for our body movements. Then we studied about muscles. Yeah, Salman Khan's and Hrithik Roshan's muscles and their functioning. Okay, we studied about our muscles and their functioning, their functions, everything we had studied. Do you remember that? I hope you all remember that. And it's very important. Yes, now I'll ask some questions. What is a skeleton? Do you remember? Yes, so it is a framework of the body which give shape to the body. How many bones an adult person have? How many bones? Yes, 206. And when at the time of birth, how many bones are there? It is 306. When we are becoming adult, it will reduce to 206. Some of the bones will get fused. Next, what we studied? What are fixed joints? Do you remember that? Fixed joints, which are not, we are not able to move those joints. Okay, those are called fixed joints. Name a body part which has fixed joint. Which is a body part that has fixed joint? Which is a body part that has fixed joint? Yes, it is the upper jaw. It is the upper jaw. What are muscles? Do you remember that? What are muscles? Yes, muscles. When we are bending our arms, we can see some bulgings there, and those are called muscles. And what is the main function of the muscle? It will be connecting and be helping to move the bones. Okay, we are able to move our bone. So that is about the muscle. These are things what we had studied. Next, what we are going to do is, yes, let us learn about some more movements and body part of different animals. You know that there are so many animals here, and all those animals have different movements. Does a honeybee is same as moving as a bird, as a cheetah or a giraffe? No, it varies. So you can see in the figure itself, every movement is different. Okay, in each animal we can see the difference there. So can you tell me the name of some animals and their movements? Can you say that? You can see here, one bird is there. How it is going? It is flying. Yes, it is flying. Now honeybee also you can see. It is flying and taking the honey with him. Now coming to giraffe, you can see that it is walking. Okay, and here, what is the cheetah doing? It is running. So these are the different movements in different animals. Understood? Yes. So these are the different movements. Now, we have seen the dogs, cats, and cows walking on how many legs? Yes, 4 legs. They are differently walking, no? Catwalk, you know that, how the cat is walking. And it is named as catwalk also. Yes, so that is the thing. So different movements you can see in those animals. But do you know there are some animals who have different body structure which allow them to move differently? You can see that. Who is this? Yes, it is a snake. And how it is moving? You can see that the shape, how it is moving, waving, waving. You can see it very clearly. So it has a different movement based on the structure of the body. Have you ever seen an earthworm? Where do you see the earthworm? Yes, on the ground, on in between the soil we can see. Have you ever observed its movement? Have you observed its movement? How it is moving? Look how happy he is moving. Yes, he is moving. So, earthworm. Can you see this? Yes, a lot of earthworms. Okay. And how it is moving, we are going to study. Earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end. You can see here many rings. It has many rings which are joined end to end. Okay, in this picture itself, it's clear that there are so many rings in its body, and it is made up of rings joined end to end. Like this, it will be. Okay, so rings. Earthworm does not have bones. Do earthworm have bones? No, earthworm does not have bones. It has only muscles. Okay, which help them to extend and shorten their body. It will be helping. These muscles will be helping them to move. They don't have legs or they don't have anything like that. So how it is moving, and also there is no bones also. Only muscle helped us to move from one place to another. Okay, so that's about earthworm. So how it is done? During movement, the earthworm first extend the front part of the body, keeping the rear part fixed. You can see that first the front part will be moved. Then at that time, the rear parts, that is the back part, it will be fixed. Then it is shorten its body and pull the rear end forward. Then it will be pulling to the forward. Then it fixes the forward part and release the rear part of the body. So this is how it is moving. It is not moving. It is just moving like this. Okay, first the front part, then it will be moving like this. After the rear part will be coming. So during movement, the earthworm first extend the front part. At first, which part is extending? The front part is extending of the body, keeping the rear part fixed. Understood? First, the front part is extending and rear part it is fixed. Then it is shorten the body and pull the rear. So it is coming, and what it will do? It will pull the rear part. It will push, it will pull it front. Okay. Then it fixes the front part and release the rear part of the body. That is how it is moving. That is why the movement is like this. Understood? So this will be the movement of the earthworm. That is why you can see here. This is the front part and this is the rear part. At first, it will extend the front part. It will pull the rear part forward. And then after that, what happened? It releases the front part. And then release the rear part of the body. Fixes the front part, then release. So it is moving like this. You can see that. Like zigzag, it will be moving like this. So that is how the earthworm is moving. You can see here how the rings are arranged. Can you see here? So many rings are there. So many. Now itself, in this figure itself, you can see that so many rings. We can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So many rings are arranged. Like that, you can see here, lot of rings are there in the body. Also, the body of the earthworm secrete a slimy substance to help the movement. Slimy. Okay, it is a slimy. It also secrete a slimy substance. It will secrete a slimy substance to which help the movement. It also have a large number of tiny bristles. What it is called? Bristles. B-R-I-S-T-L-E-S. Bristles. Projecting out under its body, which help to get a good grip on the ground. Okay, bristles mean, you know, the toothbrush. In that bristles is there. Like that, small hair-like structures. Under that, it will be there. Okay, earthworm is there. Small bristle-like structures will be there. And along with that, a slimy substance will be secreting from the body. That is why it is able to move. Okay, so the first thing, mainly, it has muscles. Okay, it doesn't have bone. And it secretes a slimy substance. The second thing is it secretes a slimy substance. You can see here, slimy substance. And the third one, it also has bristles-like projections, okay, out under its body, which help them to get a good grip on the ground. So understood about earthworm. The first thing you have to know is there is a lot of ring on its body. Rings are arranged. Okay. End to end, the rings are joined together and forms a body. And it doesn't have bone. Mainly muscles are present. And it secretes slimy substance. Okay. Secretes slimy substance which help the movement. When we are taking earthworm in our hand, we can feel a slimy nature here. Okay. Slimy things will be there. So it also has large number of tiny bristles. Tiny bristles will be there, projecting out under its body, which help to get a good grip on the ground. Okay, so that's about the earthworms movement. Do you know earthworms are very helpful to us? Do you know that? In your lower classes you have studied where whose friend is earthworm? Yes, it is farmer's friend. Why it is called farmer's friend and where it is present, that we'll see that. Okay. Actually, earthworm eats on its way. Okay. On its way through the soil and then through the undigested part, which makes the soil more productive and useful for plants. That is why it is called farmer's friend. Understood? So what happened is, you can see so many earthworms here. What they will do is, they will eat the soil. What will they do? They eat on the way through the soil. Okay, when they are moving through the soil, they will also eat the soil. And then throw the undigested part, whatever coming inside, the undigested part, which makes the soil more productive and useful for plants. Okay, that is why it is saying that it is a farmer's friend, because it is same. It is whatever nutrients necessary for the plants, it is coming out from these animals also, these earthworm. So actually earthworm eat on its way through the soil and then throws the undigested part, which makes the soil more productive. Okay, it will make the soil more productive, rich in nutrients and useful for plants. And moreover that, more oxygen will be there, okay, for the plants to grow. And that is the thing. And they make more productive for plants, as I told. So actually the earthworm eat on its way through the soil and then through the undigested part. Okay, it is throwing away the undigested part, which is not digested, which make the soil more productive and more nutrients are added to the soil. Okay, and they are just doing the process of plowing, we can say that. Productive and useful for the plants. It is mainly useful for the plants. You can see here a lot of earthworms here. How it is going, you can see that. The markings you can see here. The way it is going. You will be eating the soil and it will be moving. And undigested food, it will be throwing it out, and it is really very productive for the soil and useful for plants also. Understood? So that is about the earthworm. Earthworm's movement and how it is working. Now, have you ever seen a snail or observed the movement of the snail? Have you seen that? This is a snail. Can you find anything here? Yes, you can find two antennae. You can see two antennas here, a shell here, and a muscle body here. Okay, so that is our, who's that? That is our snail. Yes, so snail. Yes, snail have a round structure on its top. You can see here. On its top, it have a round structure. This round structure is called shell. What is the name of that? It is called shell. So it is called shell. This round structure is called shell. Understood? So the round structure, it is called shell. It is the outer skeleton. Shell is the outer skeleton of the snail, but it is not made of bone. Whether it is made of bone? No, it is not made of bone. It is not made of bone. The shell is a single unit and does not help in movement. Understood? So it doesn't help anything in the movement, but it is present in the body of the snail. You can see here, this round structure is called the shell. This round structure is called the shell. It is the outer skeleton of the snail. You can see that it is outside the body of the snail. So it is the outer skeleton of the snail, but it is not made up of bones. It is not made up of bones. The shell is a single unit and does not help in movement. It doesn't help in any movement of the snail. A snail moves by gliding. Yes, gliding it is moving. Okay, wave motion. Wavy motion. You can see that, how it is going. Wavy motion, you can see how the snail is moving. Yes, it is coming out from the shell, it is moving. A wavy motion, it is moving. Along on their thick structure, which is its foot. A thick structure underneath is there. It is known as the foot. Okay, this foot is made up of strong muscles. What it is made up of? It is not as our foot. Okay, it is not as like our leg and foot, but it is like the muscles. It is made up of strong muscles. Okay, a snail moves by gliding. So the movement of the snail is gliding along on its their thick structure, which is its foot. This foot is made up of strong muscles. Okay, the foot is made up of strong muscles. You can see here the shell is here, body is here, its eyes are here, and you can see that a strong muscles. It will be helping it to move, and the movement is gliding movement. So that is about the snail. Now it's turn of a cockroach. You can see the cockroach here with a hairy leg and all. Okay, so cockroach. Have you ever seen cockroach at the home? Yes. Whether there is cockroach at your home? No, no, it's really very neat. No, there is no cockroach. Anyone's house? Yes, we can find at least one cockroach. Na? So have you ever seen cockroach at home? We can see that. How? Cockroaches. Cockroaches can walk. What they can do? They can walk, they can climb, as well as they can fly in the air. Okay, so what all things the cockroach can do? It can walk, climb, as well as it can fly in the air. Yes, they have 3 pairs of legs which helps in walking. Understood? They have 3 pairs of legs, so total of 6 legs which help them in walking. You can see there how many legs are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understood? So 3 pairs of legs which helps in walking. The body is covered with a hard outer skeleton which is made up of number of plates joined together which permits the movement. You can see there hard outer skeleton. Okay, it is made up of number of plates. There are no so many number of plates arranged together which permits the movement. And it has 6 legs, that is 3 pairs of legs it got. Then mainly the outside, that is the outer skeleton made up of number of plates joined together. Number of plates joined together which permits the movement. There are 2 pairs of wings attached to the body behind the head. You know that. 2 pairs of wings also there. Sometimes a cockroach will be flying and coming to our lap, to our body and sitting. Oh, really, it is irritating one. I don't like that. Okay, I don't like cockroaches. Even if it is coming, really, it is really very bad. Yes, and it's not nice. So, its movement, how the cockroach movement. Okay, it can walk, it can climb as well as fly in the air. So what all things it can do? It can walk. It can walk with the 3 pairs of legs. Then its body is covered with number of plates joined together. Then it has 2 pairs of wings. Okay, it can fly behind the body, attached to the body behind the head. There are 2 pairs of wings attached to the body behind the head. Okay, so this is how the cockroach movements. Okay, parts. So that is about the cockroach. Now, tell me something you know about birds. Do you know birds? Can you name any of the birds? Can you name? I can't hear. Yes, some of you are saying. Yes, we love birds. They can fly high in the sky and look very colorful. When we are looking some nice harvest days and all, when we are looking on the sky, we can see that they will be the what the crane and all. They will be moving in a line. It will be very nice to see them. They'll be going in a special structure. Okay, everyone like teacher taking the kids to the assembly. You know how they are going. They are going in a line. They will be going very nice to see that. Like that, they will be going in very disciplined manner. That is the main thing. The birds will be moving in a group. They'll be, if they are group moving in a group, they'll be moving in a straight line and all. Very nice to see that. So how does the bird move? That is what we are going to study now. Birds can fly in air and walk on the ground. Okay, it can fly in the air and walk on the ground. Some birds like ducks and swan, you know about ducks and swan, can swim in water. Okay, can swim in. How can they swim? They have the foot-like structure, and in between you can see the web structures. It can paddle. Okay, so that is the thing. Some birds like ducks and swan can swim in water. Some birds, it will in air, it fly and walk on the ground, and duck and swan swim in the water. But do you know what makes the bird fly? Do you know that how it is flying? What makes the bird fly? Birds. The birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. Okay. The bones of the birds are hollow and light. Mainly the bird's bone. It is really hollow. Why it is hollow? To make them light. If it is heavy, what happens? It won't be able to take this much weight and can't fly. That is why the bone is hollow and it becomes light. The bones become light. The bones of the hind limb are typically for walking and perching. Okay, mainly the hind limbs. You can see that. The legs. Hind limbs are typically for walking and perching. Perching means what? They'll be moving the things and taking food and all, no? So that is the thing. Perching. For walking and perching. The bony part of the forelimb are modified as wings. So from where the wings coming? The forelimb. That is, yeah, if we are taking ours, one is leg and hand. Okay, we can consider it as hand. So the forelimb, it will be modified as wings for birds. For birds, the forelimbs are modified as wings. Understood? So the bones of the birds are hollow and light. It is hollow and it is light. The bones of the hind limb are typically for walking and perching. How it is? For typically for walking and perching. The bony part of the forelimb are modified as wings. You can see here the hind limb, it has been transferred to leg, and the forelimb. You can see that how the wings are going. Forelimbs are modified as wings. So that is about the bird. The shoulder bone of the birds are very strong because they are flying, no, they are putting effort. So the shoulder bones of the birds are very strong. The breastbones are modified to hold muscles of flight which are used to move wings up and down. You can see that how the bird is moving up and down, up. Yes, it is up. Now it is coming down. Okay, in the figure, in this itself, you can see it is coming down. Now it is up. It is down. Okay, so the breastbone are modified to hold muscles. So the breastbone is mainly modified to hold the muscles of flight which are used to move wings up and down. So it's not an easy task. It is really very difficult. They are putting full strength for flying. Understood? The shoulder bones of the birds are very strong. The breastbones are modified to hold muscles of flight which are used to move up and down. So that is about the breastbones. Okay. Now, you must have made a paper boat. So understood about birds. So how it is moving, it is making a full effort, the forelimb and hind limb. So that is about the birds. Now, you must have made a paper boat and played with it during the rain. But you had made a boat like this? I usually used to make. When the rain is coming, I'm very happy to make. Along with my kids, I'll be making and we'll be putting in the water and we'll be looking. And very nice to see that. Okay. So that is about it. So have you ever made that? Do you know the shape of the boat? Yes, there is some difference. We'll see that. We can see that the front and back part of the boat is smaller than the middle part. Okay, you can see here the front and back part. It is smaller than the middle part. Middle part, it will be somewhat bulged. Okay, it will be like this, the boat structure. It will be like this, you can see. Yes. So we can see a difference in the front part, back part, and the middle portion. The same with the fishes. Yes, you can see that. Also, we have seen fishes. The head and tail of the fishes are smaller than middle portion, just like a boat. You can see that how this is. The front and back part is there, and you can see the middle portion, it is bulge. Okay, middle portion is bulge, like a boat. This shape is called streamlined. What is the word? It is a new word for you. I know that. It is known as streamlined. Okay, it's an important one also. So this is streamlined. You have to know this. Okay, streamlined. This shape is called streamlined. We can see that the head and tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion, and just like the boat. The shape is called streamlined. I have a streamlined shape. The fish is saying, I have a streamlined shape. You can see that the front portion is small, the back portion is small, the middle portion, it is little bit bulged. And it is the shape is known as, what the shape is known as? Yes, it is known as streamlined. Understood? So that is the streamlined portion. Now, the streamlined shape makes the flow of water easy around the fish. You know that how the boat is going, how it is moving. Okay, because of the structure, it is able to move like this. It will be moving like this. So like that, the fish also, the shape make them easy to move the water. The streamlined shape makes the flow of water easy around the fish. You can see that how it is moving. It will make the fish easy to move from this position. Now let us see, how does a fish swim? How does it swim? We can see. You can see that fish. Okay, you can see how it is moving. It is not moving like Arun or Arjun or Mahesh. Okay, it is moving like entirely different. It is moving. You can see here. During swimming, the muscles make the front part of the body curve to one end and the tail part swings towards the opposite end. You can see that the front part, it is moving this side and the tail part is moving this side. So opposite side it is moving. This form a curved shape of the fish. So if it is moving like this, what happened? A curved shape is formed. You can see here. Yes, coming. Yes, the curved shape you can see here. The curved shape it is formed. Understood? So during swimming, the muscle makes the front part of the body curve to one end, one side, and the tail part swings towards the opposite side. So the movement is like this. The opposite one. This forms a curved shape of the fish. This forms a curved shape of this fish. Then the body and tail curve to other side. This makes a jerk and pushes the body of the fish forward. So when it is moving continuously, what happens? It forms a jerk and it push the body of the fish forward. A series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. Understood? So they are going in a curved position. The head and tail, it is opposite direction. That is why it is curving, and mainly it will jerk. It will make a jerk and pushes the body forward. That is how it is happening. So during swimming, the muscle makes the front part of the body curve. You can see here, the front part, it is curved. The tail part, it is an opposite. When head is like this, the tail will be like this. So it will form a structure like this, and it will form a jerk there. What there? Jerk. Okay, some of the points you have to understand in this. That is, it makes a jerk and pushes the body of the fish forward. Understood? So once more I'm saying, during swimming, the muscle makes the front part of the body curve to one side and tail part swing towards the opposite side. The front part, one side, and opposite side, the tail part. This forms a curved shape of the fish, and it causes a jerk and pushes the body of the fish forward. So that is about the fish. Also, there are fins of the tail which help in the movement of the fish. In the tail, what is there? Fins of the tail helps in the movement of the fish. There are some other fins which help to keep the balance of the body and align the body in the direction. In the same whatever direction they are going. So curve. Head will be in this position, tail will be in the opposite direction. It will form a curve and forms a jerk and pushes forward. And also it has tail, fin tail. Okay, fin of the tail which help the movement. Then other fins also will help the balance of the body and align the body in the direction. So all the fins, the tail fin and the other fins also help to move in the direction, in one particular direction. Understood? And it will be curving and causing jerk to the forward position. This is why underwater divers wear fin like flippers on their feet. You can see that. Fin like flippers. Okay, tail fin like flippers. They will be also just paddling like this. Okay, and it will be moving forward. So, understood about fish. It has a streamlined body. Because of this position, it is able to move in water. And its head and tail, it will be moving in opposite way in curve form. It will be forming curve, and after that a jerk is produced and it will push the fish forward. Understood? And the fins, the tail fins along with the other fins help the movement of the body and keeping the balance of the body also. And it will align the fish to a particular direction. Understood? So that is about the fish. Now, you must have seen a snake, if not real, then in television or video. I think almost everyone has saw a snake, no? Yes, most of you will be seeing, or you'll be watching in the videos or television. Okay, you can see how the different movement the snake. It's entirely a different movement. You can see that. How does a snake move? Now we'll see how does a snake move. Yes, snake moves slithering on the ground. What is the movement called? Slithering. S-L-I-T-H-E-R-I-N-G. Slithering. Let's understand how a snake moves. Okay, how the snake moves? Slithering. The movement is called slithering. That's a new word for you. So understand that word. Okay, slithering. So it moves by slithering. Snakes. Snakes have long. You saw this. Whether it is good. What is this? This is a snake skeleton. You can see that how it is made. Whether it is same to a human being. No, it is entirely different. Okay. You can see that so many bones are there. It is just like our backbone. No, it is just similar looking like our backbone. We had already studied about this. No, backbone. Yes. So how many vertebrae are there in human? How many vertebrae are there? Can anyone say? Do you remember that? Yes, 33 vertebrae are there. Yes, like that. You can see in the snake also. There's the head region, the tail portion you can see, and the other region. How it is arranged. Very nice, no, to see. Snakes have long backbone and many thin muscles. It have long backbone and a thin muscles. These muscles interconnect the backbone, ribs, and skin. So, snake have long backbone. I told no human backbone. Yes, it have long backbone and many thin muscles. Thin muscles are also there. These muscles interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin. So muscles will be interconnecting the backbone, ribs and skin. Understood? Yes, so that's about snake. The snake's body curves into many loops. You know that how it was slithering. Okay, many loops. Each loops give the snake a forward push by pressing against the ground. So what happened? It will form many loops. So each loops will be pushing it forward to the ground. So forward push it will be getting and pressing around the ground. So the snake's body curves into many loops. Each loops give the snake a forward push by pressing against the ground. Understood? So snake have long backbone and many thin muscles. These muscles interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin. What are they interconnecting? The muscles interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin. The snake's body curves into many loops. And each loops, okay, it will be moving forward and pressing against the ground. This is how the snake is moving. Now, the long body of snakes makes many loops and each loops give the push which make the move forward very fast. So, how the loop is forming and how the push is going. Depending upon that, the fastness, the fast forward, very fast it will be moving. This is also the reason why a snake never move in a straight line. Whether you had saw anywhere that that snake is moving in a straight line, no, it never moves. It always move like this. Okay, because of the support they need. Okay, they will be making the loops, give them push and move very fast. So that is about the snake. This is also the reason why the snake never moves in a straight line. Understood? Now you can see here. This is all about the body movement of various organisms. But can you answer what should we do to keep ourselves healthy? What will we do? After all, health is wealth, isn't it? Yes. So yoga for better health. So how can we keep us healthy? Yes, we can keep yoga for better health. 21st June is celebrated as the International Yoga Day. And yoga keeps a person healthy. It helps in keeping the backbone erect, enabling us to sit straight. So always how we have to sit? We have to sit straight. Then only our backbone will be keeping straight and enable us to sit straight. It also helps in making the bone strong and relieving joint pains. If you're not sitting properly, what happened? Now and all it is okay. When you're becoming 30, 35 and all, what happened? Huh? We will become very weak. Okay, so it also helps to make the bone strong and relieve joint pain. It tunes all muscles in the body and keep them active. We have to be very active. So it tunes all muscles in the body and keep them very active. It keeps our heart healthy and makes it work efficiently. So these are the things which we can do better, okay, to make our health better. So yoga is one of the main thing, and 21st June we are celebrating as the International Yoga Day. Understood? So that is the International Yoga Day. Now, do you know something very things, something funny things that you have to know, but you have to be very serious about it. Okay, you have to know it. Bones stop growing in length during puberty. So bones stop growing in length during puberty time. Bone density and strength will change over the course of life. However, understood? So, at when you are young, at this age, what you have to do? You have to have a healthy food. Otherwise, what happen? You will not grow. Okay, if you want to become tall boys and girls, what happen? You have to eat properly. You have to do your exercise. Otherwise, what happen? After that, no, nothing is there. Bones stop growing in length during puberty, so you will not become you will not have height. Okay, so at that time you have to work. So bone density and strength will change over the course of life. However, the only bone in human body not connected to another is the hyoid, hyoid, a v-shaped bone located at the base of tongue. Okay, located at the base of tongue. Base of the tongue, one bone is located. It is v-shaped and it is the only bone which is not connected to any other parts. So the only bone in the human body not connected to another is the hyoid. A v-shaped bone located at the base of tongue. Bones are made up of calcium. The first thing is calcium. From where do we get calcium? Yes, from milk. So drink milk. Okay. Calcium, phosphorus, sodium, and other minerals as well. As a protein, collagen. Bones functions as a skeleton of human body. Allow body movement to move and protect organs from impact damage. They also produce red and white blood cells. Okay. The bones, inside that bone marrow is present. Do you know about that? Inside that, when we are eating chicken and all, when we are cutting the bone, inside that something is present, no? Yes, we used to eat that also. So that is the bone marrow. What is called? That is the bone marrow from where red and white blood cells are produced. Understood? So red and white blood cells are produced from inside the bone marrow. So bones functions as a skeleton of human body, allow body movements to move and protect organs from impact damage. They also produce red and white blood cells. Okay, they also produce red and white blood cells. So that is about the bone. Okay, solve the puzzles with the help of given clue. Some of the clues are given here. Can you find it? Find the answer. A joint found in ankle, elbow, and knees. Can you find it? Which joint is that? It will be coming here. Hinge joint. Yes, it is a hinge joint. The smallest bone found in human body. The smallest bone found in human body. It is stapes, okay, or stirrup bone. Then snail moves with the help of its muscles. Okay, it is the muscles. Then the part of the skeleton that forms the earlobe. What is the earlobe? One part of the skeleton? Cartilage. Hard structure that forms the skeleton. What is that hard structure? Bone. It is bone. Joints present in the neck and help it to rotate. Which is that? Joint present in the neck and helps in the rotation. Pelvic bone. No, it's not pelvic. It is pivotal bone. Pivotal bone. It is coming here. Pivotal bone. Helps in the movement of the body contraction and relaxation. Third one. It is muscles. Bones that join with chest bone at one end and to the backbone on the another end. Where comes 7? Yes, 7 is here. So what is that? Bones that join the chest bone at one end and one end to the backbone to the other end. The sternum, I think. Okay. So that is the answer. Now, how the earthworms are helpful to us. How it is helpful? It is helpful to us mainly. How it is helpful? Yes, it will be eating the soil. It will be putting the waste out. Undigested parts will be coming out and make the soil more fertile for the plants to grow. The soil become more productive and the soil become fertile. Now, the cockroach had hard dash skeleton. Which skeleton it has? Outer skeleton. Okay, hard outer skeleton. Dash have a streamlined body. Which have a streamlined body? Dash have a streamlined body. Fishes. When do you celebrate International Yoga Day? When it is? 21st June. Yes, so these are the answers of that. And what we have learned today? What all things we have learned today? Do you know what all things we have learned today? So we had learned the gait of different animals. Gait, G-A-I-T. What is that? G-A-I-T. G-A-I-T is gait of different animals. Gait means movement. Different body movements is known as gait. Okay. Then, which all animals we studied? The first we studied about earthworm. Earthworm, how it is moving, how the movement is, we saw that. The rings are present. A lot of rings join end to end to form the earthworm's body. Then mainly with the help of muscles, slimy structures and the bristle-like structure, the earthworm will be moving. Now next coming to snail, we study that it has an outer shell, then the muscles, the foot. Okay, foot help them to glide movement. Then cockroach, yes, cockroach, it can fly. Then what it will do? It can walk with its legs, 3 pairs of legs, it can walk. Then it has so many plates that are, yes, grouped. It has attached together. Then, how does the fish move? It has a streamlined body. It has a streamlined body and it will be moving like this. And after that, what happened? The curves will be coming and it will be pushing forward. Next, we studied about birds. The bird's movement. They will be flying. The forelimb and hind limb is modified. The forelimb is modified to wings and they'll be flying. Then how do snake moves? Snakes slithers. Okay, what do? They slithers. That is why they're not moving in the straight line. They have a long backbone also. So that is how the snake move. These are the different movements we had studied in different animals. Okay, so at the first session we studied about joints. Then we studied about the skeletal system, the skeleton, which are the different parts we studied. Then after that we studied about the different movements in different animals. Okay, so that is the session and the session is over. So go through this video. If you like the video, just subscribe it and watch the video. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Thank you.